Madrid with the corner, they're first. Alisson claims comfortably. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. That's the throw. And it's Valverde. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Alisson. He's an excellent shot stopper, Peter, first and foremost, but he's just as good at creating chances as he is snuffing them out. He can spread the ball out quickly to both wings, whether it be with an accurate long pass or a quick throw, and that places him in the top order of the world's keepers.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Salah. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's fabulous. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Bradley. So it is still 0-0. Oh, that's chance for a shot! He's delivered all right! First blood drawn. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Wirtz did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's found the way through. Bellingham. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Now it's Isak.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's intervened well there. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Tries to play it through. Robertson. He's a sharp little ball here. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe takes a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Vinicius Junior. He's going to be disappointed with that. And that's a good ball. Now it's Isak. No, that's been intercepted. Bellingham. And that is as far as they're going to go. Mohamed Salah, can he finish? Oh, he's been caught napping. Referee has just said play on. Alexander-Arnold charging forward, the ball at his feet. Aimed beyond the defence. Bradley. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. That's been cut out, well played. Laid out to the left flank. And the counter is on. Oh, that's well spotted. Can he get it through? Great vision. Mohamed Salah! Chouameni. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And here's Mbappe. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Traumeri.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Bradley. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Good ball, good take. Quality ball. Oh, super ball. And the finish! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Alexander-Arnold.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Well, that pass isn't the best. That's good running with the ball. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Mbappe. Very nicely done. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Traumeri. Now, can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. Now it's Vinicius Junior. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That has been slung wide. Quick look, then plays it in. Ekitike. Pass somewhat off target. Ekitike. Now it's Isak. Rodrigo. Plays the ball back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He's had a shot! He's scored! And the comeback is complete! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's been slipped through. Robertson. They're quick to press here, right on top of them. Fitz. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Van Dijk. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Traumeri. Threads one in. And the through ball. And it's made its... And the shot! He should have put that one away.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Chance to shoot! Well, now that's another chance! Sticks it away! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hot.
Real chance! It's hit the upright. This time, surely! And another try! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Bellingham duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So bring it on.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
The action has already started. And he's intervened well there. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has that trickery and athleticism to beat people, and a spring in his step, always a spring.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Lewis Skelly. Played back into the centre. Arsenal, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Odegaard! He's missed, but not by that far.
Odegaard has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gabriel. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Zubimendi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mohamed Salah has it in a wide position. Mohamed Salah! It's there! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had...
Goes for a shot! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Rice. That has been cut short. Vitz. This looks promising. Just eases him off the ball.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a key interception. Rice. Can he finish? Oh, another save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Arsenal with the corner. They're first. Can he get it through? Odegaard! Oh no, what has happened here? Vitz. Konate. Vitz. Odegaard. Oh, this is a terrific run. That's an excellent interception. So much time and space here. And the shot! And yes, it's there! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
He's had a shot! He's scored! Arsenal are level. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Back to the keeper it goes. Konate.
Ekitike has been indicated.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking to play him in. He's being urged to shoot. And the half-time whistle goes. Arsenal are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So we reach the halfway point.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And we are back on the way.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Vitz. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! He's delivered all right!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite...
Soboslai! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Frimpong. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Played back in. Wirtz looking to get on the end of this. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Soboslai. Wirtz! Shot at goal! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trump.
He's having a shot! It's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Liverpool take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Gravenberg and Konate. And it's Salah. Frimpong. Timber cuts it out. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Robertson. Alisson. And it's Van Dijk. Konate. That's Wirtz. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Martinelli. And it's Timber. Rice. And the pass is intercepted. Shifted it to the flank. Backward it goes.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Arsenal must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Saliba, and it's Ødegaard. Good running, strong and purposeful. Rice, and here's Martinelli. And it's Zubimendi. Ødegaard.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that was nowhere near his best. Robertson. Wirtz. He won't be happy with that one. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Great ball and he's in here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Rice. He's in space and looking for options. And the number on the board is 3. That's a foul, no two ways about it. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Arsenal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Thuram. Lovely shoots! Superb goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Liverpool are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Barella. Calhanoglu. Bastoni. That's Mkhitaryan.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And the pass is intercepted. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Akanji. Mkhitaryan. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Very nicely done. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Van Dijk. Now it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Barella. Good pressure, determined, intense. Inter Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Barella. Barella proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, terrible pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Isak. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Gravenberg, passing nice and neat. And this is Mohamed Salah. Dimarco did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Martinez, taken off it pretty forcefully.
Inter have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Calhanoglu. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Mkhitaryan. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, what a ball! And the shot! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Gakpo. He's a sharp little ball here. Szoboszlai! And again! It's there! Mohamed Salah at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Liverpool get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
DiMarco. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Martinez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Martinez. Can he get on the end of this? And there's green grass ahead of him. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Martinez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And there is the half-time whistle. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Inter Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Gakpo. Ekitike might be shot at goal! It's hit the upright. It's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Takes a shot! He scores! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Soboslai. Oh, important interception. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Ekitike. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
That's what the wall's there for, Peter. That's good work.
Out towards the flank. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Caught offside that time.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's made its way to him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's DiMarco. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Szoboszlai. Now Gakpo. Isak. He's found the way through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Dumfries. Robertson. And it's Van Dijk. And it's Szoboszlai. Gakpo. Oh, that's delightful.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Dumfries. Can he spark a counter here? Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Konate. Gravenberg. Bradley. Bradley in acres of space out wide. Salah. Can he get it through? He is through here. Here comes the... Up he goes! Sticks it away! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And now he has two. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Barella. And it's Szoboszlai. Looking for options for movement. Bastoni. Dumfries. To Barella. Mkhitaryan. Out to the left it goes. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Gravenberg. And it's Bradley. Ekitike. Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. Mkhitaryan. And it's Çalhanoğlu. To Barella. And here's Thuram. It's a good ball out wide. Akanji. Barella. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's had a hit. Good try. The outcome. And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Chukwuemeka engages and forces him off the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's in on Mohamed Salah! So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Bensebaini. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Looking for the run. Gravenberg. Ball's gone out of play. Anton. Numecha. Bensebaini. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Well, that is one way to stop him. Ekitike. Now it's Mohamed Salah. No, that's been intercepted. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass. And here's Isak. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, just skips past his man. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Salah. Aims beyond the defence. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And he cuts out the supply. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's going for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Isak! And that was very necessary. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. It's a pretty loose pass. Gross. Now it's Chukwuemeka. Now it's Girassi. Adeyemi. And Girassi. Vitz. Now, can they get him away? Van Dijk. Vitz.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Ekitike. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mohamed Salah. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Pete.
And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Soboslai. Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Ekitike clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Konate.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gravenberg. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Ryerson. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Borussia Dortmund certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Girassi. Nicely weighted ball. And that is chance, surely! He scores! The second half sparks straight into life. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. This is the time you need that pace.
Into Baini. Now it's Chukwuemeka. Robertson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That is good strength. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Girassi. And it's Gross. Looking for a chance for a shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's having a shot! Adeyemi. Oh, that's well spotted. Anton. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Isak. Not the most accurate pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Borussia Dortmund ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Schlotterbeck. Now Anton. Ryerson. Some good work on the right flank here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Can he get it through? And a chance! It's in! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Gravenberg. 75 minutes played. And here's Isak.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Isak. And here's Soboslai. Girassi. Chukwuemeka. So what can they make of this? That is good alertness. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Nemecha has given away a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Isak had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just... And the shots! It's a goal! And again they hit the front. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
He's a sharp little ball here. Well read, nice interception. Driving on and making good progress. And he has been fouled there. And he's going to have his name taken. Isak touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him...
Shoots! Gross. Decent progress down the left. 4 extra minutes added on. Adeyemi. Referee looks at his watch and